Assalamualaikum, my name is Nur Shazwani binti Amran. Today I will present an introduction to the Form 1 Geography curriculum under KSSM. Geography helps students understand the relationship between humans and the environment. It combines physical and social science to equip them with essential knowledge, skills, and values. Students explore two main areas: physical geography like landforms and weather, and human geography like population and urbanization. This subject encourages curiosity, environmental care, and social responsibility. Next, geography supports the national philosophy of education by promoting balanced growth, such as intellectually, emotionally, spiritually, and physically. It builds critical thinking, teamwork, and decision-making skills through fieldwork, map reading, and problem solving. Next, the curriculum follows the Tyler model, which includes 4 key components: clear objective, meaningful learning experience, organized content, and proper assessment. This ensures the curriculum is structured and effective. This study evaluates show well the curriculum aligns with Tyler model. It examines objective, teaching methods, learning experience, and assessment. The goal is to show how geography prepares students for real-world challenge with knowledge and empathy. That's all from me. Thank you. I will begin with a brief overview of the Tyler model, a curriculum framework introduced in 1949. It helps educators decide what students should learn, how to teach it, and how to assess learning effectively. The Form 1 Geography curriculum applies this model by setting clear objectives aligned with Malaysia's national philosophy of education. It aims to develop students who are knowledgeable, environmentally conscious, and globally competitive. The curriculum focuses on 3 key areas. First, cognitive development, understanding concepts like rivers, climate, and using tools such as maps and graphs. Next, skills development, practicing map reading, data analysis, and problem solving using higher order thinking skill. Lastly, affective development, building care for the environment and social responsibility through real-world issues like climate change and pollution. Students are also encouraged to apply what they learn to daily life, making learning more relevant and meaningful. In conclusion, the curriculum follows a balanced approach that integrates knowledge, skill, and values, preparing students for both academic success and real-world challenges. Thank you.
For this slide, I will be sharing about learning experiences in geography class. One of the activities we did was walking around the school to observe real places like the canteen hall and field. After that, we drew a map based on what we saw. This really helped us remember the location better. We also learned about map symbol through simple activities like matching and drawing. It made the topic less confusing and easier to understand. Our class also had group discussion. One of the topics was about urbanization. Each group prepared drawings or short notes and present them in front of the class. Besides that, we went on a short trip to visit a park and a river. Seeing real landforms helped us connect what we learned in the textbook with real life. Overall, these hands-on and outdoor activities made learning more fun, meaningful, and easier to understand. We learn more by doing things not just listening or reading. For this slide, I will be sharing about learning experiences in geography class. One of the activity we did was walking around the school to observe real places like the canteen hall and field. After that, we drew a map based on what we saw. This really helped us remember the location better. We also learned about map symbol through simple activities like matching and drawing. It made the topic less confusing and easier to understand. Our class also had group discussion. One of the topic was about urbanization. Each group prepared drawings or short notes and present them in front of the class. Besides that, we went on a short trip to visit a park and a river. Seeing real landforms helped us connect what we learned in the textbook with real life. Overall, these hands-on and outdoor activities made learning more fun, meaningful, and easier to understand. We learn more by doing things, not just listening or reading.
Assessment is an ongoing process where teachers continuously collect information on student progress throughout the lessons, not just at the end. In KSSM, assessment is holistic, measuring knowledge, skills, and attitudes in a balanced way. Formative assessment is carried out through classroom activities such as observation, quizzes, exercise, group work, and sketch map tasks. Summative assessment, on the other hand, includes written tests or end-of-the-topic project to measure overall mastery. It also evaluates three main aspects. First is cognitive, by seeing the student understanding geography concept. Second, psychomotor, by observe student how to drawing maps. And the last one is affective, based on teamwork and participation in group activities in classroom. Next is evaluation. Evaluation measures the achievement of learning objective by determining how well students have mastered concepts such as maps, directions, weather, and landforms. Unlike assessment, evaluation focuses on making a final decision based on the information collected. It also checks the effectiveness of teaching, where teachers can adjust methods or materials if many students fail to achieve the objective. As a reflection process, evaluation helps both teachers and students identify what has been learned and areas that need improvement. Ultimately, evaluation ensures that every learning objective is met using appropriate strategies and experience, contributing to overall improvement in education quality.
Now we move to philosophical foundation. First, epistemology theory. Epistemology theory is one of the basic branches of philosophy that is very important in shaping the way people understand and evaluate knowledge. The importance of epistemology in education. This is because in this field of education, this epistemology helps teachers and students understand how knowledge is learned and taught. Second, metaphysics theory. Metaphysics theory are one of the main branches of philosophy that study the reality of the most in-depth reality. In the context of education, metaphysics can help students in building a strong belief and values such as truth, justice, and responsibility, as it helps educators to understand the potential and humanity as a whole, and not only from intellectually but also emotionally and spiritually. The third one is the ethic theory. Ethic is a branch of philosophy that will study the moral principles and values that guide human behavior. The meaning of ethics and its different moral. This is because ethics are often equated with morals, but both have differences. Moral refers to the system and of values and belief held by individuals of society, while ethics is a philosophical study of that value. Next, logic theory. Logic is an important branch of philosophy that will study the principle of legitimate and rationality thinking. The logic allows a person to evaluate whether argument is strong or not by teaching, as to identify mistake in thinking, such as drawing too fast, contradictory to opinions, or making assumptions that are not supported by solid evidence. Now, we move to sociological foundation. The first one is social norms as a guide to behavior. One of the basics of sociology is the social norms as a guide for behavior. Because social norms are informal rules or expectations that will guide the behavior of members of the community in certain situations. Very important, as it guarantees harmony and social stability, because when every member of the community adheres to the norm, it can create order in society. Secondly, is the role of society in shaping individually identity. The sociological basic is a social role in shaping individual identity. This is because this social role refers to the expectation of behavior association with one's social status in society. Social roles also help individuals understand their responsibilities and position in society. Not only that, each role has certain rules and behaviors that offer expect. The third one is the social institution organizing the structure of life. The sociological basis is a social institution that establishing in life structure, because social institutions are systems or structure that form to meet the basic needs of society, such as family, education, religion, economics, and politics. It will create values and norms that are fundamental to culture and society. Now we move to psychological foundation. The first one is a branch of psychology. The branches of psychological branches is clinical psychology. Clinical psychology is a branch of psychology that focuses on the diagnosis and treatment of mental, emotional, and behavioral disorders. Development psychology is to study the change in behavior and mental process of a person's life from infants, children, adolescents, adults, and the old age. Secondly, is a learning theory in psychology. In psychological context, learning is defined as a change in behavior that remains in the result of experience or training. And the theory of learning in psychological can help us understand how individuals will gain knowledge, skills, and attitude. There are several key theories in learning, namely the theory of behaviorism, the theory of cognitive, and theory of constructivism. Each of these theories will offer a different approach to understanding the learning process. The third one is the role of psychology in education. In the context of education, psychology plays a very important role in understanding students' way of learning, thinking, emotional, and interacting. The role of psychology in education is to encourage students' motivation and interest. It is because educational psychology can help teachers understand an internal and external facts that drove students' motivation.
In conclusion, the curriculum analysis using the Taylor model shows that clear objective, well-organized learning experience, and effective assessment ensures learning goals are met. The DSKP emphasizes cognitive, skills, and values development guided by philosophical, psychological, and sociological foundations. Overall, the KSSN curriculum is systematic, balanced, and relevant to current educational needs, supporting meaningful learning and student development.